friends! Today I'm doing a rant because I've had 5 years experience with this rant, and even though I get it off my chest nearly every single weekend, it never fails to trigger me. So for some context, I've worked in McDonald's for the past 5 years since I was 17, and there are certain customers that come through that make me want to jump out a window. So I have a list on my lovely phone with a lovely cracked screen that I'm going to go through because these people need to be called out, and if you're one of these people, stop what you're doing. Just cease all action, please. So number 1 is customers who don't wait for me to greet them in drive-thru. Like, they come up to the order screen and our headset beeps. We know you're there. We are aware of your presence. You don't need to scream, "Hello? Hello? Anyone there?" before I'm like, "Hi, can I take your order?" Or even worse, then you go, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's, can I take your order?" And they just go, "Yeah, 1 second there." Why were you so impatient? Why did you need to scream at me as if your order was the most urgent thing in the planet, on the planet? Like, it's just so annoying. We know you're there, just chill out. We'll get you in like 0.5 seconds. We have 10 seconds to greet you. Give us that time frame at least. The second one is on front counter. That's when a customer, you have a line of people and somebody just wanders in from the side and skips everyone. And everyone behind is looking at you like, "Hello? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "That wasn't me. I didn't tell him, yeah, come on over." He just walked in and started telling me his order. There was actually a person I was already freaking serving. People don't skip queues. There's no reason. There's a queue for a reason. Get back into the queue and wait your turn. The third one is something that I cannot fathom it. Customer comes up and they're like, I'm like, "Hi, can I take your order?" They're like, "Hi, yeah, can I get a cheeseburger?" But with no cheese. So, a hamburger? And they're like, "No, I said cheeseburger." And I'm like, "Fine, pay the extra 85 cents for nothing when you could be paying €1. Just, I'm trying to help. So you do you, honey. Okay, get your cheeseburger, no cheese, if you want." I can't remember what number I'm on. I think it's 5. Oh well. But the next one is in drive-thru when a group of lads come through in a car and they think it's just the funniest thing in the world. And you're like, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's," and they're like, "Ba-da-ba-ba-ba," and you're like, "No." Or you're saying like you're just taking their order and then they come up to the window and they're like, "My friend there wants your number," and you're just not funny. What's with all the accumulated testosterone? Like, why are you trying to impress your friends? Oh, it's not funny and nobody enjoys it. Like, even slightly. You're actually just making yourself look like a dick and we'll never want to serve you again. The next one is when a customer asks for, and they're very specific, a hamburger, completely plain, nothing on it. They say that and you're after clicking plain, kitchen is making it, and then they go, "Just ketchup." So that's not completely plain. There isn't nothing on it. It's a hamburger with only ketchup on it. That would have been nice if you said that first. And then sometimes it's made and I'm like, "Oh, will I just give you a couple of sachets of ketchup and you can put it on yourself?" And they're like, "No, you need to do it for us." Why? Then sometimes you have customers, actually not, this is probably every single day that I've worked there. You take their order exactly as they called it out to you. Like, perfectly. And like, I'm there 5 years, so I can take an order pretty well, pretty quickly. I know what you're asking for, even if you're not asking for the right thing. And then you take the order, they pay for it, and they're looking at their receipt and they're like, "I didn't order this." And you're like, Yes, you did. Like, there was one customer before with me, she ordered a medium 6 nugget meal. Now I noticed she had a young child with her, but she told me a medium 6 nugget meal. I wasn't going to be like, no, that's not what you want. She went away, she came back up and she was like, there's no toy with the nugget meal I got. And I was like, oh, the toys only come with the Happy Meals? And she was like, that's what I asked for. And I was like, you didn't. You simply didn't. You asked for a 6 nugget medium meal with a Diet Coke. Stop shouting at me for your mistake. Another drive-through thing that pisses me off beyond end is when you take the order, like there's a thing, when you take the order, you store it. So after it's been stored, you can't touch it again until the person is paying at the next window. So you have to be like, I'll be like, oh, is that everything? Are you sure now that's everything, yeah? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. And I'm like, okay, $4.50 at the next window, press store. And then they're like, oh, sorry, can I add on another 6 meals? No, you can't. I asked you, is it everything? You make our job so difficult. Why? Oh, and then, whatever number I'm on, there's people who come down to the very last window, where that's literally just handing out your food. You know how a drive-thru works. You order, you pay, next window, you get your food, you leave. Right? They come down and they're sitting there, they're after getting their food, and they're like, oh, can I add something on here? And you're like, do you see a till? I'm one person standing here. Like, you're like, okay, fair enough. If you have exact cash, if it's like a medium drink, it's €2. If you have €2 on you, fine, that's no problem. But like, there's some customers who are like, oh, hi, can I add on another 3 meals and 6 hamburgers, please? Can I pay with card? And I'm like, there's no till here, you can't. And then they get pissy with us and blame us for not having a till there when you've literally had 2 opportunities to change your order and make sure you have everything. Oh, even in drive-thru, I think they think they're talking to robots, which you're not, I'm a real person. Sometimes it can be cute, but majority of the time it's really not. People, parents particularly, and grandparents who get the kids in the car to order. I have no idea what your 3-year-old is saying to me. No idea. You know, sometimes you get a kid and you have no idea what they're babbling on about. And the parents are just in the front seat smiling away like, oh, aren't they adorable? And I'm just like, I've no idea. I could be giving you the completely wrong thing. And why do you expect me to understand what your child is saying? And they're sometimes they're like this, and they're not really saying anything because they're really shy and they're being forced to order when they don't want to. Just order yourself. It's so much easier. Why? Can somebody tell me? Why do people pay for €1 hamburgers or €1 donuts with €50 notes and then complain about having to wait for change? Like, I'm just after putting my till in. I have 2 fivers and like all coins. I'm gonna have to get a manager to get me change, and they're sitting there tapping their feet and looking at me as if I'm the one who's in the wrong, and I'm just like, there's nothing I can do, like, sorry. So you're the one who decided you were gonna break a 50 spending €1. Like, it's fair enough if you spent like on a full meal and it's like a tenner or something, fine, but not €1. That's just stupid. Now the last one is, in my opinion, the worst kind of customer that you can get. And it is always, 98% of the time, it's an elderly lady who comes in with her friends, orders a Big Mac meal, large, with no salt on the fries, goes away, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that'll be about 3 minutes, we need to drop fresh fries. And she's like, fine, drop it down to me, I'll be sitting down there. And you're like, okay, I'm not a waitress, but okay. Then she gets her food, and you're watching her, because you know the type of customer. And she's sitting there She's chatting, she's having a laugh, she's getting up, she's going to the bathroom. She hasn't touched her food. She's sitting down. 20 minutes later, she comes back up. My fries are cold, can I get another fresh batch? And I'm like, they weren't cold when I gave them to you. They 100% weren't cold, they were just out of the oil. Maybe if you weren't sitting there for 20 minutes doing fuck all. Oh. This was a pleasant rant. Yes. Now, if I don't mean to offend anyone, but if you are any of those kind of customers, I hate you. Not personally. Just when you walk into McDonald's and order like that, I hate you. It's not nice. We don't like it. And we probably bitch about you afterwards. So there's always that as well. That's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you think I'm justifying my anger? Like, do you get as triggered about these kind of things in your job? Tell me about what triggers you in your job. I'd love to know. So, yeah. Bye!